In Academy District 20, sportsmanship is year-round. I'm Superintendent Mark Hatchell, and I've seen countless examples of sportsmanship by our athletes, coaches, and fans. From help up after a tough fall to encouraging words following a difficult loss, our athletes know the true meaning of sportsmanship.
Gets it to Love, makes a fake baseline, goes to the middle, and throws in the hook shot.
Sportsmanship to me is respecting your coaches, officials, players, and the other fans. Cheer for your team, but also appreciate the other team.
Sportsmanship to me means always putting forth your best effort to help the team, respecting yourself as well as the others around you, and treating your body right.
Sportsmanship to me is respecting one another and understanding the other team's right to cheer.
Sportsmanship to me is respect. Respecting yourself, your teammates, and your opponents.
The set, left side, sent down, inbounds or out of bounds. That is inbounds for Amanda Cushion.
Sportsmanship is being enthusiastic about your accomplishments while also respecting other players and their achievements.
Throws the left side to the end zone, and the catch is made. That's a touchdown.
At Academy School District 20,
Sportsmanship is year-round.
Throws to Wozlowski, drives baseline, throws the shot! Oh my gosh, it goes! Oh my gosh, it goes!
Nice job keeping it alive by Swan. Back to Britton. She's got it. Here we go. Pine Creek takes game 2.
A good evening to you and welcome into high school sports coverage right here on 20 TV. My name is Matt Pauley, Kara Hammer alongside as we get set for this evening's matchup as Liberty is playing host to Cheyenne Mountain. A couple teams both looking for their first win of the season. Before we go any further, do want to let you know that if you'd like to purchase a DVD copy of this broadcast, you can do so. There are multiple ways for you to get in contact with us. You can give us a call at 719-234-1780 or email us at 20tv@asd20.org. Also, multiple ways for you to get connected with us via social media. You see them all up there on the screen. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We have the website as well. And all those are available for you to get connected with us. We are going to get started here in just a moment, so let's quickly go through our pregame show. Let's start by telling you what Liberty looks like. This is the Liberty Lancers. They are the home team, and that is the group that is going to be out on the field for the Lancers today. As far as what they have done so far, they have played a couple matches this season. They tied against Gateway. They lost to Adams City. And when it comes to the keys for Liberty to be able to get this today, possess ball with short passes, win the battles, and also don't overcommit. And that is very quickly what is going to be going on. We're about to get things started, but Kara, we're expecting a pretty good match between these two teams this evening.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Matt. You just said it. Both teams looking for their first win. Liberty High School 0-1 and 1 with that tie against Gateway Cheyenne Mountain, losing to TCA 1-0. So we should expect a good matchup here tonight.
Cheyenne Mountain is going to start with possession of the ball, but it's going to be on their defensive side of the field. As generally the case with soccer matches, you're going to see these two teams kind of feel each other out to get things going. As far as Cheyenne Mountain, they have played just one match this season, and that was against TCA, and they lost that by a score of 1-0. Ball goes out of bounds. They're down towards the corner. Cheyenne Mountain is going to lose possession of it, as it will be Liberty to send this ball in. For Liberty, that's Taryn Reifschneider. Reifschneider throws it in, and it's right in front of the net, and it is possessed, and eventually it's going to go out of bounds. Alex Sullivan had a chance over there on the right side. He continues to possess it near the sideline. Now pass comes inside. Cheyenne Mountain trying to get it back, and they do so.
Well, starting out the game is exactly what Liberty wanted to do. They wanted to possess the ball through short passing, and we saw that to kick things off. Now, Cheyenne Mountain is coming in with a different set of keys to the game. They don't have any. Their game plan is to not have one. They play the same way for each specific team that they play.
For Cheyenne Mountain, this is Will Tibbetty, sends it in on the sideline. Sent ahead, both White and Namey with it, comes back towards midfield. Nate Rusty has it now for Cheyenne Mountain. Cheyenne Mountain has possessed the ball more so far in this match, but they've not spent a lot of time across midfield. Does come across, and right now possession just being fought for right at midfield. Now Cheyenne Mountain tries to get into their offensive zone, bringing it up on the left side. Here's a quick pass. They're on sides. Good movement down there on the left side, trying to get around a defender, and the ball comes out to the top. A shot on goal, and that is good, and that is good for Chris King.
Well, the midfielder was in perfect position right there in the center of the field. I really thought that Luke White was going to be the go-to when he did that wraparound route on the right-hand side of the field. But Chris King, perfect position, perfect goal.
Chris King scores the goal, and that gives Cheyenne Mountain the early lead. King is a senior midfielder, and he comes up with the goal, and 1-0 is our score. Ball comes back out to the keeper. Keeper has it. He's going to kick it back out towards midfield. As Cheyenne Mountain with it, moving ahead. This is Christian Namey. Namey trying to get around the defender Parker Wells. Ball being fought for. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back. This is Derby with it. Derby sends it ahead. Onside, left side, centering pass that was intended for White. White can't get it, but White now gets it back. On the right side, he's looking to get a shot off, and it's going to end up going out of bounds, and that's going to give it back to Liberty.
Well, the second game of the season, but the first goal for Cheyenne Mountain on the year, that's got to feel pretty good.
37-44, 1-0 our score right now. Ball gets put back into play. It's going to come out towards midfield. Liberty trying to possess. It's Ryan Kenyon for Liberty who had an opportunity. It's going to come all the way back to the keeper now. Sent back out towards midfield. Liberty trying to keep it in bounds. They're not going to be able to do so. It goes out of bounds. Clock is not moving right now. It's been stuck at 37-44, so I don't know if they're keeping time on the field or not. It moved for a moment after the goal was scored, but it is not moving right now, so they are evidently having clock issues, so we don't know for sure how much time there is. Centering pass comes out right in front of the goal. It's going to be kicked out. Now here's a shot from up top. That was Will Tibbett who tried to put it on goal and was unable to do so. By the way, we did get keys to the game from Cheyenne Mountain. And we can tell you that Cheyenne Mountain, they do not change their game plan for any specific team. Their plan is high pressure, lots of possession, and lots of shots as they move along. And we've seen that already. They try to keep possession, and then once they get there, they don't wait for the best shot. They try to get some shots off right away.
Well, that's what they're trying to do. And we even asked Coach Thomas Martinez to tell us your key players for the game, something that we ask each coach beforehand. But he said it's about the entire team, each player doing their part to help win the game.
Cheyenne Mountain with it. Working over to the left side. This is Doug Quirk with it. Ball's going to come out of bounds. It's going to go off the sideline, and Liberty will get it back. Clock is back moving at 37:25, although that time's not going to be correct, and now they stop it again. So one of the officials comes over, is trying to instruct the scoreboard operator. Somehow our broadcast right now is being piped in through the PA, we believe, as well, and that's a little bit different. So the clock starts again at 34:47, and we are officially back underway. Coming your way on 20 TV and evidently on the public addresses system as well here at District 20 Stadium. All right, Liberty's got it. This is Shuey with it on the left side. Shuey tries to get around the defender Tibbet. Tibbet gets it back, and now Cheyenne Mountain tries to bring it up the right side, moving very quickly. This is White. White passes ahead to Namey. Namey can't handle it. Liberty gets it back, pushes it forward. That's Tyler Mellinger, one of the captains for Liberty, who had it for a moment, gets sent down towards the goal, comes right back out. Cheyenne Mountain gets possession of it once again. Ball comes out towards midfield. Cheyenne Mountain has it. Cheyenne Mountain with a 1-0 lead. We're just about 6 minutes into this first half. Cheyenne Mountain with a big opportunity here. Ball's loose, and now they put it out to the top, trying to create some room, and the shot, it's going to go wide left. That was Sam Kilman, who is a freshman who got the shot off. It went wide left and keeps the game 1-0 with 33 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Goalkeeper sends it out towards midfield. Cheyenne Mountain's Sean Derby has it, loses it, and Liberty's going to get it back. Sending it in will be Jose Gonzalez off the sideline. Actually check it. It's going to be a free kick. As Tyler Mellinger will put it back into play, puts his foot into it, sends it over to Gonzalez on the right side. Gonzalez will work it down that right sideline, trying to work around defender. Now a long pass out towards the top. Great idea off the head of Reifschneider, and it just went wide left. Reifschneider does not have a goal yet this season for Liberty. Last year ended up with 3 assists, 1-0 our score right now. The ball comes back to the keeper, sends it back out towards midfield. Cheyenne Mountain with it. Trying to work it left side. It comes back up to the top. This is King. King has scored the only goal of the day for either team, as Cheyenne Mountain leads right now, 1-0. Ball's going to go out of bounds.
Well, Cheyenne Mountain is really utilizing that left side of the field on their first goal. We saw them come over up on that side, and the other 2 shots they've taken have both started from that left side of the field, obviously waiting for Luke White to kind of cut across so they can move that ball over and find the open forward.
31:52 left in the first half. Ball's going to end up going out of bounds. Cheyenne Mountain leads 1-0 as we come your way from District 20 Stadium. Ball's down in the corner. Cheyenne Mountain will send it in. Ball comes in right in front of the net. Cheyenne Mountain trying to get a shot off, and it's going to end up going out of bounds off the end line once again. That was Spencer Wegner, a junior defenseman who had the possible opportunity. Goes out off the end line, and Liberty will get it back. And their goalkeeper, Johnson. So Cole Johnson, a senior, puts his foot into it. Comes towards midfield. Liberty trying to screen one of the Cheyenne players and keep possession, but Cheyenne Mountain gets it back in their defensive zone. Approaching the 10-minute mark of this game.
Well, winning those balls in the air is something that Liberty has to do. It's exactly what Coach Greg Braha said. He said they have to win the battles of the ball in the air, and they need the defenders not to overcommit on those kind of plays.
Cheyenne Mountain looking to set something up. 30 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first half. And the ball comes back out of bounds right in front of us. 1-0 is our score. Cheyenne Mountain has the lead.
Well, I think that was the closest that we saw the ball come to our side of the field, but again, they utilize and go back over to the left-hand side, and again, looking for Luke White on the open end.
And the goalkeeper's going to come out and make a nice play, as that is Johnson, who we've seen Johnson really emerge into somebody that this Liberty team can certainly count on.
Well, yeah, he moved up from JV, saw his first varsity start against Gateway in that game. He stopped 18 of 20 shots in his debut.
Good to see a senior who has been able to bide his time, and now senior year comes out and able to perform. Cheyenne Mountain has it once again. This is Quirk with it left side. The sun's starting to set, so we're starting to get a glare off the bleachers on the other side. Ball sent down, and it's going to end up going out of bounds. 29 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first half. Liberty has it. They're going to send it in from the corner, I believe. It's not going to be a corner kick, but now Liberty's trying to figure out who they want. They're going to have a quick substitution as Cesar Rivera comes in. Rivera sends it off the head of one of his teammates. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back. This is Tibbet. Tibbet could not hold on to it. Liberty gets it back. That's Mellinger, who sends it back towards midfield. Now comes back. This is Quirk for Cheyenne Mountain. At midfield, Cheyenne Mountain has it. They want to attack. Comes over to the right side, and Kilman over to White. White had it for a moment, loses it, but it's going to go out of bounds. Good movement by Taryn Reifschneider, the junior, to try to get possession of it. Now Cheyenne Mountain sends it in. That was White who sent it in off the end line. White gets it right back. He's down in the corner. He keeps it in bounds. Centering pass right in front of the goal. Liberty's there defensively. The keeper, Johnson, comes out and is able to get a hand on it and make sure that that ball doesn't get in behind him.
Well, that was a great save by Johnson. He's one of those players that it takes him a minute to get settled in, but once he does, he really feels comfortable back there in the net.
27 minutes and 40 seconds left here in this first half as Cheyenne Mountain has a 1-0 lead. They've been attacking a lot. Long shot off the foot of Christian Namey, senior forward, and that is wide right. Clock does continue to move. We'll see Cole Johnson, the Liberty goalkeeper, put his foot into it. Did not get as much under that as he probably would have liked to, but it bounces over midfield, comes all the way back to the Cheyenne Mountain defense. Fought for near midfield. Reifschneider had an opportunity for it. It goes over to Parker Wells for for Liberty, and Cheyenne Mountain is able to get it back. This is Namey with it right in the middle of the field. Namey's going to pass ahead of a teammate in Will Tibbet. Tibbet comes from behind. He's trying to keep that ball in bounds. It's going to go out of bounds off the end line, and I believe that's going to be Liberty possession. Yeah, Liberty does send it in. It comes to Reifschneider. Reifschneider loses it. Over to Kilman for Cheyenne Mountain. Now back to the middle. Here's a shot off the foot of Sean Derby, one of the junior captains for Cheyenne Mountain. It goes high, and it remains a 1-0 game. 26.5 minutes left. We've said this a lot recently as Cole Johnson is once again going to have to send it back out towards midfield. We'll see if Liberty can do a better job of possessing it. Nope, Cheyenne Mountain gets it right away. Liberty gets it back. It's going to come over. Cheyenne Mountain blocked a pass attempt. Now it's going to come all the way back out top, and Sam Alvarez, defender for Cheyenne Mountain, had it for just a moment. They try to keep it in bounds. They do keep it in bounds on the sideline. That's a nice job, but then it's eventually going to go out of bounds. I believe that was off of bounds of Brennan Bingford for Liberty. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back. Cheyenne Mountain sends it in. Liberty just really has not had much of an attack today.
No, they really haven't even had a chance yet to set up their offense. Cheyenne Mountain has taken 6 shots on goal already compared to Liberty only getting 1 shot off. They really need to get it on their side of the field and try to set up an attack.
1-0 game. Cheyenne Mountain leads. Ball comes out towards midfield. For Cheyenne Mountain, that's Doug Quirk. Quirk has it. Being defended out there by Wells for Liberty. Now it's moved ahead to Kilman. Kilman loses it. Liberty gets it back over there on the far sideline. Cheyenne Mountain's going to clear it back into their defensive zone, and they'll try to reset. Now a whistle, and There's a bit of a collision as being pushed down from behind with Sam Alvarez for Cheyenne Mountain. I don't think he was real happy with the way that play went down, but Cheyenne Mountain's going to end up getting possession of it either way, so it doesn't really matter all that much. I believe that was Ryan Kenyon. And that may not be the worst thing for Liberty right now, to get a little bit more physical in this match as they try to figure out a way to get an offensive attack going.
Well, we saw a lot of hustle out of Kenyon on that play. He's the leading returning scorer from last season, so I kind of think he just needs to get the ball on his side and get his work going and try to take some shots.
1-0 game, 24-25 left here in this first half. They'll have to send the ball in off the sideline. Ball comes out to the top. This is Chris King with it. Again, King has scored the only goal of the day. It was relatively early, about 2 minutes and 10 seconds in. Now Liberty has it. They've got a bit of a head of steam. They'll try to push it forward, but they allowed too much time for Cheyenne Mountain to get back defensively. Liberty still with it. This is Bingford moving it up the left side. Has the ball taken away. Cheyenne Mountain gets it right back. Here comes the Indians. This is White with it. White loses it. Liberty gets it back. It's pushed up the left sideline, but it's going to end up going out of bounds. It's going to be a tough call. Let's see which direction it goes. It's going to go back to Cheyenne Mountain. They'll send it in off the sideline. Tibbett will throw it in. Brings it back to Nate Resty. Resty almost lost it. Fight for possession. Sam Kilman has it. They're going to send it back to the keeper and Keith Higginbotham. And ball's pushed forward, and it's going to end up going out of bounds. 23 minutes to go here in this first half. Liberty has it. Bingford will throw it in. He's got Alex Slater just off to his right, being defended right now by Christian Namey. Liberty just trying to find something to get an offensive attack going. Cheyenne Mountain has possession of it up towards midfield, pushed ahead to Namey. Namey had it, he lost it. He's trying to get it back once again. No nut's going to be White with it. White has it midfield, passes over to his left, and now they're just going to back up with it. Kilman has it. He's going to try the left side. You're right. They've really tried. Each team has spent probably more time on the left side, but they've definitely been more on that far side of the field. Both teams have been. Ball's going to come back to the keeper. He's just going to put his foot into it, send it out towards midfield, but it's going to end up going out of bounds. The two teams have their benches on the far side of where we're at today. Different teams, and the home team gets to set it, but different teams set up the bench alignment in different ways here at District 20 Stadium. Sometimes we see the benches on this side as well.
Yeah, earlier when JV was playing, the benches were on our side of the field.
21:53 to go. As we get later in the year, we'll definitely see more teams set up where they're set up today because the sun sets, so we'll stay warmer on that side of the field for a little bit longer time. 21 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 1-0 Cheyenne Mountain leads. Cheyenne Mountain last year went 17-3. They won state under Coach Tomas Martinez, and they have hopes of winning state again this season. This is obviously a very good Cheyenne Mountain team. As Liberty has an opportunity. Here's a shot on goal. It's going to go wide right. I believe that was Andrew Beers who got that shot. And we will see Keith Higginbotham.
Well, talking about the Cheyenne Mountain team from last year, they scored 64 goals after taking 254 shots in the regular season. So this is a team that has quite a bit of an offensive attack to get some shots off.
20 minutes and 40 seconds to go. First half, 1-0 Cheyenne Mountain. Cheyenne Mountain with it as they push it forward. Now here comes a pass over the right side. This is Luke White. He's got a little bit of room. Liberty steps up defensively. White tries to get around the defender, Kenyon, and that ball ends up going out on the end line. That's good defense by Liberty. .20 minutes and 8 seconds to go. First half. 1-0 our score. We've got our crew of Brian German and Dave Toller right in front of us, and I think they're doing a good job of chuckling at us right now. That's all right. Got a high five. Now here's an opportunity right in front of the net. It's going to go over the net, and it ends up going out of bounds. On the replay, a good header attempt as Cheyenne Mountain's Martin Erickson was that close to making a 2-0 game, and I beg your pardon, that was Sam Alvarez who was very close. Here's our goal cam. How about that for a look? And it was just over the net. So 1-0 our score. 19 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first half. Liberty has it, pushing it forward, ahead to Klimek. Now over to the left side, and they're going to call offside. Just barely ahead of it was Dawson Calloway. And Kara, that maybe looked like the best opportunity of the day for Liberty.
Well, I would have to say so. 18 minutes and 53 seconds into this game, and that was probably Liberty's first chance beside the other shot that they had on goal when the game first started. But if Liberty can get that going in the next 18 minutes, don't count them out.
1-0 is the score. We are in the first half where we do have about 18.5 minutes to go. Will Tibbett sends it back to the keeper Higginbotham, and now it comes back over to the left side for Cheyenne Mountain. They'll try to continue to use that left side. We'll see if they keep using the left side in the second half, and they're more on our side at that point. Cheyenne Mountain's Sean Derby tries to get around a defender. In front of him is the one of the captains for Liberty. That's Tyler Mellinger. 18 minutes, 10 seconds to go. We are in the first half. 1-0 is our score. Higginbotham sends it out towards midfield, and that's Parker Wells. For a moment for Liberty, he had it. Now it comes over to Chris Shuey. Cheyenne Mountain has possession of it, back in their defensive zone, trying to push forward. This is Derby. Derby gives way to Namey. Namey has it, gets it back, and he'll try that left sideline. Cheyenne Mountain tries to set up offensively what they want to do. It seems like Liberty might be packing it in just a little bit more. That might be why they're not being as offensively efficient as you would like to see. For Liberty, they have scored just 2 goals in their first 2 games this year. Now here's a pass over to the right side, and Masoni had an opportunity at it. Good defense by Peterson stepping up for Liberty. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back. Right in front of the goal, Christian Namey could not get the shot off. Liberty gets it back. They send it towards the center of the field. There's 3 Indians right there. Now here's another shot. It comes off the foot of Spencer Wegner, and the goalkeeper Johnson is there to make the save with just under 17 minutes to go in this first half. 1-0 Cheyenne Mountain leads. Again, Liberty began the season playing against Gateway right here at D20 Stadium. They were up 2-0 in that match, and they ended up just having the 2-2 tie.
Well, we talked about Cole Johnson coming up, making his varsity debut in that game against Gateway. He allowed the 2 first goals to go, but in the next 60 minutes of regulation and overtime, he stopped the Olympians from getting anything else in the net and allowed Liberty a chance to put 2 more in the second half to keep that a tie ball game.
16 minutes and 20 seconds to go. We are in the first half. Cheyenne Mountain has a 1-0 lead. The pass is out of the reach of Will Tibbett, a junior defender for Cheyenne Mountain. Liberty gets it back. It looks like they'll send it in off the sideline. That's Dawson Calloway who's down there, but Calloway's going to give way. It looks like 3 new players are going to come in for the Lancers, and it's going to be Brennan Bingford who ends up sending it in. Greg Braha, the head coach for Liberty, trying to find a grouping of players that can get something going. Liberty has it in their offensive zone. We'll see if this is the opportunity they've been looking for. Just over 15 minutes to go. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back. Sam Killman was the one who got possession back, but Liberty trying to get it near midfield. Alex Slater had it. It's going to come all the way back to the goalkeeper Johnson. Johnson sends it out towards midfield. Possession being fought for right now. It comes closer to midfield. That's where Cheyenne Mountain's Chris King has it. King passes it back to his defense. Now moved forward, and Cheyenne Mountain has it once again moving forward. Left side, this is Derby. Derby trying to get around a defender. That's Personius out there for Liberty out there. And ball ends up going out of bounds.
Well, one difference in this game is Cheyenne Mountain is really winning the battle of the ball. That's something that Coach Braha said that Liberty had to do, is they had to win the ball out of the air, but clearly Cheyenne Mountain is dominating on that side of things.
Sony has it for Cheyenne Mountain. Sends it out to Tibbet. Tibbet passes over to Derby. Derby with it near midfield, pushing it ahead towards Alvarez. Now this is Kilman. Kilman trying to keep possession of it, unable to do so. Back over to Kenyon for Liberty, and the Lancers will try to move it forward, moving up their right sideline. 14 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first half. 1-0 Cheyenne Mountain. They got their goal off Chris King. Now here's an opportunity on the right side, trying to get around a defender, and Cheyenne Mountain's Martin Erickson was right there as Liberty looked like they might have a chance to get something going. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick, though, for Liberty. We'll see what they can do. Chris Shuey will have it from the corner. Liberty is all set up. The kick comes in right in front of the net, and Cheyenne Mountain heads it away. It comes back out to the top, but the keeper, Higginbotham, is there to make the save. And Liberty does not get much out of that corner kick opportunity. Kilman has it for Cheyenne Mountain, passes it over to the left side. Now it comes forward. This is Kilman again, up towards the right side to Masoni, and it is deflected away by Liberty's Alex Slater and just given off to the keeper, Cole Johnson. 13 minutes left in the first half, 1-0. Cheyenne Mountain leads. Liberty trying to push it forward. Cheyenne Mountain gets it again. They possess the ball so well. Comes out towards midfield. Liberty gets it. This is Ryan Kenyon with it. Kenyon passes ahead to Beers. Beers, it just goes out of his reach, and the keeper, Higginbotham, comes out again to be able to make that save. Higginbotham made 15 saves and gave up just the one goal for Cheyenne Mountain in their 1-0 loss against TCA. Ball's out towards the end line, and Liberty just going to kick it out of bounds. That goes off the foot of Alex Slater with just over 12 minutes to go.
Well, Cheyenne Mountain is really doing a good job of winning the battle of the possession and also doing a really great job of staying on sides with so much attacking going on.
Cheyenne Mountain has it. This is Derby. Derby, centering pass over to the left side. Good idea for King. It's just out of his reach. He saves it. Now here's a pass right in front. Liberty steps up defensively to block up that shot, and here come the Lancers moving it forward with it. This is Beers. Beers trying to get around defender. Here's the shot on goal, and it goes off the post! It goes off the post! Left post. Beers was that close to evening this one up at 1 apiece.
You can see it in the look on his face. He was right there, just tapped off the inside of that pole.
Off the post. That hurts. So it remains a 1-0 contest. 11 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first half. Cheyenne Mountain has it. This is Sam Alvarez. Now push forward. Namey trying to get around, and here's a quick pass right in front. I'm not quite sure why he didn't just try to put that on goal himself. The ball is still loose right in front. Cheyenne Mountain trying to possess. It's going to be saved out there by Doug Quirk. Back out to the corner. This is Namey with it, and a whistle, and it's going to go in the other direction. I'm shocked that he didn't just try to put that on goal himself.
Well, I am too, but it was a great job by Jacob McGuffin to be right there and get that ball out of the way so Cole Johnson didn't even have to come out and do any sort of play.
10 minutes and 15 seconds left. We are in the first half, and Cheyenne Mountain leads Liberty 1-0, coming your way from District 20 Stadium, our third D20 TV broadcast of the year. We appreciate you being tuned in. Liberty has it off the corner now. They're just trying to move it down in their zone, but ball's lost. This is Quirk with it on the left side. You can just tell Cheyenne Mountain's really trying to set something up. Here's a shot from the left side. It's deflected away. Comes back out to the top. Namey has an opportunity. Namey puts it into a Liberty defender. Comes back out to Beers. Beers has it for Liberty. Now it's going to come all the way back out to Tibbet. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back, and it's Masoni who tries to save it in bounds, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Liberty's going to get it back as Jose Gonzalez will send it in for the Lancers. Substitution. We can see Daniel Personius coming off the field, and Tyler Mellinger comes back in for Liberty. And just like that, Mellinger has it. He loses it as he dribbled into a storm of Cheyenne Mountain players. It comes all the way back to the goaltender Higginbotham, and he pushes it forward to Erickson. Erickson tries to get around Beers, does so, looking to pass. He's going to pass out over to the right side. This is Tibbet with it. Tibbet up towards midfield, and Namey. Namey gives off to Kilman. Kilman back to Derby. Derby has it. Pushes ahead to Namey. Namey tries to give it right back to Derby. Now here pushing ahead, it's Masoni. Masoni's got it. He's down towards the corner. He's got one man to beat. Instead, he's got to pass it back out to Derby. Derby has it. He's going to try to get around somebody. Now, quick pass right in front of the net, and Liberty's able to push it away as pushing it forward. That's Mellinger. Mellinger passes over to the right side. We've got just under 8.5 minutes left in the first half. Cheyenne Mountain leads Liberty. Matt Pauley, Kara Hammer, our entire 20 TV crew coming your way from District 20 Stadium. Ball goes out of bounds on that far sideline from where we are located. And with just over 8 minutes left, Cheyenne Mountain's going to get it back.
Well, Liberty trying to get something going before the halftime. You can see Ryan Kenyon. He's a senior on the team. He's leading the charge. You could hear him talking to his players out there saying, push forward, move forward, telling his midfielders to get up so they could get some offensive attack before the half.
See if Liberty does have that final prolonged attack left here in the first half. And now another whistle, and it's going to go back to Liberty. So every time they get an opportunity to get possession, we'll see what they can do. Comes up into Liberty's zone. Fight for it near midfield. And just like that, Cheyenne Mountain gets it back. Pushed ahead to White. White can't get to it, and it's just going to be sent over to the goalkeeper, Johnson. Johnson trying to send it ahead to Reifschneider. Reifschneider was unable to possess. Now it comes up to Beers. Beers has had the best goal opportunity of the day for Liberty. Push forward. This is Kenyon with it. Now back over to Beers. He's on the left side trying to get around defender. Instead going to pass up to the left side. Two-man game right now with Kenyon. Kenyon tries to get it back to Beers. Beers has it. Now it's going to come up to the top. This is Gonzalez. Gonzalez passes it right side over to the captain Mellinger. Back out top to Reifschneider. Reifschneider passes to Beers. Beers left side looking to get a shot off. No, he's going to pass instead over to Kenyon. Kenyon on the goal line. He's looking to get in front of the goal. The net keeper, Higginbotham, comes out and makes a nice save. I don't even know if that's a save. He comes out and grabs it and stops a pretty good Liberty opportunity.
That was a great job by Ryan Kenyon to win that battle down low and try to get something going, but just met right there by Higginbotham.
1-0 is our score. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. First half. Possession. Klimak gets it back for Liberty, pushes it forward. Comes back out to Higginbotham. He is the keeper for Cheyenne Mountain, and the Indians will set things up as he punts it out past midfield. Liberty tries to regain possession back deep in their defensive zone. This is Gonzalez with it. Gonzalez pushes it up towards midfield. Deflected by King. King has it. Tries to get around a defender. That's Mellinger out there. Now once again, fight for possession. Nobody really stood up on that one, but now White's got it. White's got it right side. Centering pass right in front of the net. The ball is loose. It is saved. It's still loose, and Liberty's going to kick it away. What an opportunity for Cheyenne Mountain. I'm not sure how Liberty kept that out of the goal, but they did. Here's the replay, and I mean, it's just there's nobody in net as Johnson had come out, and somehow, some way, really the play of that moment was Alex Sullivan, who eventually was able to kick it away. Johnson kicks it out towards midfield. It bounces closer to midfield, and now possession will be contested. It eventually comes out to King. King has it. Comes out to the left side. Namey trying to get it. He's a dangerous player. Working in towards the left side. Let's see if he's going to pass or shoot. He gets it back. He's out in front of the net. He puts it on goal, and that's going to go over the net. In football, it would have been a field goal, but it's no good here in a soccer match this evening.
The other kind of football.
Yes. 1-0. Cheyenne Mountain continues to lead. We've been 1-0 for the vast majority of this contest. Again, it was just about a little bit more than 2 minutes in when Chris King scored the goal. Ball comes down deep into Cheyenne Mountain's defensive zone, and Higginbotham sent it out towards midfield. Now Cheyenne Mountain has it moving forward. This is Matt Pepe. He's got it over on the right side. That's White. White being defended by Gonzalez. White puts it out in front of the net, comes right up to the top, and Derby was trying to get a shot off. He was unable to do so, and now a whistle, and Liberty's going to get it back.
Well, that Liberty defense has done an exceptional job in the back on the last two plays with the crossovers of keeping the ball out of the net.
Ahead to Beers. Beers has it. He's been the most dangerous player today for Liberty. Now over to Kenyon. Kenyon had it, loses it. Pepe had it. It gets sent down by Derby, and the keeper Johnson's going to come out. Johnson does not get as much contact on his foot that he would have liked. But Liberty has it. It's going to go out of bounds over on the far right side. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this first half. Liberty's got it. Let's see if they can get a score here before this first half comes to an end and even this thing up. Got in their offensive zone over to Kenyon. Kenyon has it, trying to get around defender. Has a hard time doing it, so he passes it back out to the left side. And this is Reifschneider. Now the pass comes down to the left corner. Beers with it, but it's kicked away by Tibbett. And Liberty will keep possession of the Synodon on the sideline left side. Gonzalez has the ball, looking to move towards the net. He's got a little bit of room. Let's see if he puts a shot on goal. No, instead he's going to pass. A good pass right in front of the net, and it just goes off to the left as Mellinger had a great opportunity if he could have just caught up with that ball.
I think Mellinger didn't get the tap on the ball that he exactly wanted, just kind of hit off his leg a little bit. If he would have got any part of his foot on that ball, would have been in the net.
So it remains 1-0, 2 minutes and 9 seconds left here in this first half. Pushing it ahead, it's Namey. Namey trying to get around a defender. Good footwork, now splits the defenders, gets it back, looking to pass. Namey's a great ball handler. Namey puts it on goal, but it's right at the keeper, Johnson. Now 1:47 to go. Ball comes all the way down. Liberty was not able to get back fast enough. It comes all the way to Higginbotham, the goalkeeper for Cheyenne Mountain, and he's going to once again put his foot into it, and it lands out towards midfield. But Liberty, for a moment, had it. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back, fight for it. Good physical play between these two teams. Cheyenne Mountain continues to possess, now less than 90 seconds left in the first half. That's Alvarez, who tried to find Namey right at midfield, but Liberty was able to deflect it away. This is Beers. He's the dangerous player, one of the more dangerous players. Now the pass comes to the left side. Gonzalez, let's see if he can get a shot off. The defender comes into the picture. Gonzalez still controls, but the ball's going to go out of bounds. Actually, it's just saved inbounds by Higginbotham. And with 45 seconds left, it's looking more and more like this is going to be a 1-0 match at halftime. 37 seconds to go. Cheyenne Mountain possesses. It comes out to the left side. They'd love to get one more goal before the half comes to an end. Pushing it forward. Here's a pass. It comes over to the right side. And White with it. White puts it on goal. That's going to go out of bounds with 20 seconds left, and that's essentially going to finish things off here in this first half. Clock is running at 13 seconds. Cole Johnson has it. Johnson, give him credit. He's trying to move quickly. Not much can happen at this point. 5 seconds left in the first half. This is White with it. White puts a shot on goal. It does not go. And at halftime, our score is 1-0. And Kara, the story's got to be the fact that Cheyenne Mountain gets the early goal, and then they really stop Liberty from having much of an offensive attack.
Well, Cheyenne Mountain has taken 12 shots on goal, but we saw Liberty kind of step things up in about the last 7 to 8 minutes of the game, getting things on their side of the field, trying to get some offense going.
1-0 is our score at the half. We'll take a break, and we'll go over some halftime numbers next right here on 20 TV. We welcome you back into District 20 Stadium right here on 20 TV. Matt Pauley, Kara Hammer with you as it is a 1-0 score getting set for second half action. Kara, Cheyenne Mountain really outshot Liberty there in the first half. We apologize. We had an issue in the first half. We'll just explain exactly what happened. We had an issue in the first half where we thought we were going out over PA. The audio was actually inside of our booth, and our esteemed executive producer, Corey Morlock, just showed us the volume button on a television, and you know what? That's all you really need.
You know, earlier I was talking to Corey about, you know, there's your sign. Is that the Jeff Foxworthy redneck comedy tour?
Yeah,
oh, where is it? There's your sign. There's our sign right here that it's our own TV making the noise and we're not crazy.
All right, so 1-0 is our score. And that's a loud TV. That thing's got a heck of a set of speakers on it. What do you know? All right, so we're underway in the second half, and we appreciate everybody sticking with us this evening here on 20 TV. All right, so Cheyenne Mountain's moving in the other direction. They're moving from right to left, vice versa with Liberty. Cheyenne Mountain shots in the first half, they really outshot Liberty.
Well, yeah, we have some unofficial stats that we tried taking, but Cheyenne Mountain had 12 shots on goal compared to Liberty, who got 5 off. But like we said at the end of the first half, that Cheyenne Mountain really kind of started to pick things up when the game started, but Liberty is the one that answered back before the half was over.
39 minutes, 18 seconds left. Liberty really needs a goal. Right now, from a wind perspective, the wind is blowing towards our left, and that is the direction that Cheyenne Mountain is going. So if the wind is going to help anybody out here in the second half, it is going to be Cheyenne Mountain. Liberty was not able to take use of that wind in the first half. Cheyenne Mountain has it, trying to push it forward. That's Wegner who sends it back. Comes up towards midfield. Liberty just needs to do a better job of possessing it in the second half, and we'll see what happens from there. But so far, Cheyenne Mountain continues to lead the way in that category.
Well, we saw the first half of play primarily happen on the left side of the field over by the benches. Now we see it happening on our side of where the booth is. It'll be interesting to see if the game plays out this way, where they stay over here on the right side of things.
Yeah, Cheyenne Mountain's got it right now, and now it goes right into the teeth of the Liberty defense. Liberty's able to get it back out towards midfield, trying to save it in bounds, and it just barely goes out of bounds. Last touch, Liberty's Alex Sullivan. Just over 2 minutes left here, just into just about the 2 minute mark of the second half is what I mean to say. Ball comes back into the Liberty defensive zone, and the keeper, Cole Johnson's going to come out.
Well, how about Cole Johnson? You know, in the first game against Gateway, he had 18 of 20 saves. He held them out for 60 minutes of regulation and into overtime. And tonight, with 12 shots on goal, he's held them to just letting one in the net.
Cheyenne Mountain with it. Johnson has done a nice job. And we've seen one of these teams already have a 1-0 loss, and those are pretty much the toughest type of losses that you can experience, and that was Cheyenne Mountain losing to TCA 1-0. Cheyenne Mountain would be all right to turn the tables against Liberty tonight, especially up the road.
Well, Liberty tied against Gateway, but they also did take a 4-0 loss against Adams City in non-league play. So they're looking for a little bit of redemption tonight. It's early in the season, but it's still good to get that first win under your belt.
1-0 our score, 36 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Cheyenne Mountain has it off on the right side, trying to center it. Comes out towards Kilman. Now back out to the right side. This is Derby with it. Derby pushes it ahead. Cheyenne Mountain can't keep possession of it. It comes back out to the top, but the Indians will continue to keep a hold of it. This is Sam Alvarez. It comes back out, and Cheyenne Mountain continues to try to set up their offense. Comes to the middle. That's King with it. King scored the only goal, now passes over to the right side. Here's a centering pass, deflected out by Liberty. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back as White has it, and the ball's going to go out of bounds off the end line. 36 minutes and 9 seconds left. Cole Johnson sends it out, and a little bit of confusion there for a moment, but Liberty does get possession of it, sending it forward. Possible opportunity. The goalkeeper, Higginbotham's going to come out, and Higginbotham deflects it away. He's a guy who had a good performance against TCA, even though he didn't get the win. Well,
against TCA, he had 15 saves, but how about that play coming out of the net, showing no fear, going right up against the attack?
He really, that's one of the toughest things as a goalkeeper, to make that decision whether or not to come out and play it or get back in the net. He made the right decision that time. So just over 35 minutes left here in the first half. This is Gonzalez. Gonzalez, I believe, will send it in. He does. Comes over to Kenyon. Kenyon pushes it over, and Cheyenne Mountain's able to get it back. This is Tibbet. Tibbet sends it down the right sideline, pushed ahead for White. White trying to win a foot race, talking about the goalkeepers coming out. This time it's Cole Johnson's opportunity to do that. He makes the decision to come play the ball, and it was the correct decision. And Johnson punts it, does not get much onto that. Comes out towards midfield, fight for possession, and it's going to go just out of bounds. 34:20 left, or 34:30 left, I beg your pardon. Cheyenne Mountain will get it. This is Spencer Wegner. He is a captain, a junior. 1-0 is our score. Wegner ready to put his foot into it. He does. Out right in front of the net, and Liberty does a good job to push it back out. It's going to come out almost out of bounds. It comes all the way back to Wegner. He was the one who started that play. Pushed back out to Alvarez. Now right side Derby.
Well, how about that Liberty defense? They've done a pretty good job back there of protecting things from getting to the point where Johnson doesn't have to come out and try to make any saves.
They've packed it into a certain extent, and we'll see if maybe during the course of the second half, if they maybe unleash it a bit to try to be more offensive. But right now, Cheyenne Mountain's in a pretty good offensive zone, and Liberty is just doing what they need to do to stop shots on goal. There is one from the right side, and there to make the save was Johnson, and Liberty has it once again, pushing it forward. The pass was intended for Ryan Kenyon. Kenyon couldn't get it, but Liberty is still able to keep the possession. Now it does come over to the right side. This is Sullivan. Sullivan passes inside to Kenyon. A couple players fall down. Sullivan's got to come back with it. Now the whistle, and that's going to go against Sam Alvarez of Cheyenne Mountain. He didn't like that call. There was a collision. Let's see if we get the replay on it. He grabbed him. I think that's a good call. We know I always agree with officials. Free kick here with Mellinger. Mellinger's going to set it up. Cheyenne Mountain looking to set their defense. This is a huge play for Liberty. Higginbotham trying to cut off the angle as well. Pass comes out in front on the left side. Cheyenne Mountain gets a head on it, and they push it forward. Good defense by the Indians. Liberty does keep possession, though. It comes over to the right side. This is Gonzalez. Cheyenne Mountain just comes in on him, and now another whistle. Is this going to go against Cheyenne Mountain again? It is. So Liberty's gained some more opportunities, and the ball's going to be that much closer to the net, and it looks like it'll be Mellinger again to try to set things up. I know they're going to bring it out. So from a football yardage perspective, it's at about the 25-yard line.
Well, Mellinger is a player that Coach Braha said he's the central midfielder, and he's one of their key players, so we're hoping that he can set this up right here for Liberty.
Tried to angle it in for a header. Now comes back out top on the left side. That's Beers. Can't get much of a shot. Comes back out to the left side, and it's going to end up going out of bounds. But this is the most time we've seen Liberty spend in their offensive zone in quite some time.
You kind of wonder what they talked about in the locker room, if they had a different game plan set up, what they were going to come out with.
Ball sent in. Now Cheyenne Mountain gets it back, and they'll send it down. That's Will Tibbett, who initially sent it down. It's going to come all the way to the goalkeeper for Liberty, Johnson. And it comes out towards midfield, but Liberty gets it back. Here they come. Pass comes out to the right side. Sullivan with it. Sullivan tries to get around a defender. Now it gets over to Parker Wells. This is Wells. Tries to center it, but it's going to go back behind the net and go out of play. 30 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the second half with Cheyenne Mountain leading 1-0.
Well, that was a great pass by Sullivan trying to get that set up.
Higginbotham will take his time, and we're probably about still another 10-15 minutes away from Cheyenne Mountain trying to sit on this 1-0 lead. They're still attacking, and as we heard from their coach Tomas Martinez, they do not change the way they do things for anybody, and they are very adamant about that, and it has a lot to do with why they won the state title last year. Pushed ahead right side. It's Kilman. Kilman ahead to White. White's got it. White loses it. It goes out of bounds, and that should stay with Cheyenne Mountain.
Well, he didn't give us many keys, but he did say that they come with high pressure, lots of possession, and lots of shots, and we have seen all three of those tonight in this game.
They're good. They are a very good team, as this is Namey with it. Namey passes over to the right side. It's going to come back towards the center, and Liberty sends it down. It's going to come all the way back, and Cheyenne Mountain's Sam Alvarez gets it back to his goalkeeper, Higginbotham. Now pushed ahead to Klimak for Liberty. He's got it left side, trying to get around a defender in Tibbett. Unable to do so. Liberty keeps possession of it over there on the far sideline. They'll send it in. Always interesting when Cheyenne Mountain gets together with any of the District 20 teams. Air Academy is probably the top rivalry in that, but really anytime Cheyenne Mountain comes up north, there seems to be a good spirit between those two teams.
Well, talking about Cheyenne Mountain and Air Academy, on Thursday night they have their football game here for District 20. Air Academy 0-10 last season. Cheyenne Mountain 1-9, so they're hoping to reinstall that rivalry. Air Academy getting their first win on Friday night, 41-33 over Grand Junction Central. So Thursday night's matchup should be a good one.
It really should, and we're looking forward to it. And we end up doing a lot of the Air Academy Cheyenne Mountain games here on 20 TV. Is pushed ahead to Quirk. Quirk has it, now passes back over to the right side. Cheyenne Mountain has it. That's Namey, who can't hold on to it. Comes over to the sideline, and Liberty does a good job of keeping possession of it. Push forward to Mellinger. Mellinger loses it. This is Namey again on the right side. Namey gets a lot of shots on goal as he's on the right side, continuing to possess it, and finally goes out of bounds.
Well, Namey getting those shots on goal. He's a senior captain, and against TCA, he had 5 shots on goal, leading the team. He just couldn't get anything to go in the net.
28 minutes left, and Yeah, like we were saying, the Cheyenne Mountain Air Academy matchup, no matter what sport it is, it seems like we do a lot of those games here on 20 TV. And it's always a lot of fun. It means a lot, and it's one of the more historic rivalries here in Colorado Springs high school sports. 27-44, shot right in front of the goal, and it's good!
Luke White got his net on that. He'd been eyeing that side the whole game, and he just finally got something to go.
Luke White comes through for Cheyenne Mountain as he comes up with his first goal of the year. 2-0 Cheyenne Mountain.
Only a sophomore, that's got to feel pretty good.
And that really changes the complexion of this matchup, because all of a sudden now, if you're Cheyenne Mountain, I know we go back to what Coach Tomas Martinez had to say about not changing the way they play for anybody, but really, if you're Cheyenne Mountain with 27 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the half, and you have a 2-0 lead now, not that they're a team that really packs it in, but they can sit on this lead a little bit more than they could have with a 1-0 contest. Now, how much pressure is on Liberty down 2 goals with just under 28 minutes left?
Well, Liberty, when we see them get the attack, we see Beers and everybody kind of moving to get things going. Ryan Kenyon, one of the senior captains, he's the one talking out there. He's telling people to move up, so I'm sure now he's really going to get going, trying to push something forward.
27 minutes and 25 seconds to go as Cheyenne Mountain defensively right there, and they get it back, and they'll continue to work in their offensive zone. Liberty, we'll see what kind of gambles they might take, and if they do start to gamble, that might open up more shots for Cheyenne Mountain. This is Quirk with it, pushed ahead. He's got it on the right side, trying to repossess it. He can't, but it goes to one of his teammates. Now back over to the left side. This is Wegner. Wegner around one defender, pushed back, loses the ball. It's going to come out, and Liberty gets it back. A collision as the ball comes out towards midfield, and Cheyenne Mountain has it, and they'll take their time as they try to reset things offensively.
Well, Liberty has moved a lot of their players back to play defense to try to put a stop to Cheyenne Mountain, but in the end it kind of ends up hurting them. When they get the ball kicked out, they're trying to catch up to what's going on the other side of the field.
Quirk has it over on the right side. Quirk trying to get around a defender, cannot do so, and that's Parker Wells who ends up with it, but a whistle, and Cheyenne Mountain's going to keep possession. 26 minutes, 20 seconds left. 2-0 Cheyenne Mountain with the lead as the Indians are looking to pick up their first win of the year. Again, they lost 1-0 to TCA in their first matchup. Here's an opportunity right in front of the net. The shot, it's going to be deflected away by a Liberty player. I believe that may have been Alex Slater who got that taken off of him. 2-0 our score. 25 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Liberty with it, but deep in their defensive zone. Now they just try to clear it down the left side. They do get it out to midfield. Here's a foot race. It ends up getting onto the foot of Ryan Kenyon. Kenyon has it. Going to come out towards midfield. Got bumped, no whistle. Beers had it for a moment. Beers couldn't control. Comes back into Liberty's defensive zone. They've got it. Liberty has it, pushing it ahead, right side. This is Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking to get something done. Wants to work around the defender, Derby. He backs up, and now confusion on who's going to end up coming up with it. Liberty still does have possession, and the ball is loose about 15 yards out in front of the net, and Cheyenne Mountain clears it once more. And they may just be able to do a lot of that now. Just if they get it defensively, just try to clear it because they've got a 2-0 lead. Over on the left side, possible opportunity. The goalkeeper, Johnson, comes out, and he makes the save, and he is down on the ground. He may have gotten hit in the head. I think that was Doug Quirk down there. Yeah, it was. Let's check the replay and see whether or not he may have gotten a foot to the head. I can't tell. He grabbed his head. Great replay here.
He might have got the bottom end of that cleat, barely just kind of got him on the top, but at any time at that speed, it's not going to feel good.
No, it's not. And I think he did get hit in the head a little bit, but he seems to be okay. Liberty with it, pushing it forward, right side. This is Shuey with it. Shuey can't handle it. It goes back to Quirk. Cheyenne Mountain has it. Derby pushes it ahead to Namey. We haven't called his name as much in the second half. Pass comes out on the right side. And good job defensively by Liberty to try to push that ball and get it out of bounds.
Well, this really hasn't been a very back and forth game. It seems when one team is on the attack, they stay on the attack until the other team takes over.
23 minutes, 40 seconds left. 2-0 is our score. Here's a corner kick opportunity for Cheyenne Mountain. The kick right in front of the goal and a big opportunity. Looked like Nate Rusty had a chance to put that in. And Liberty was right there. Let's see if we got that right or not. The kick comes right in front. And, yeah, that was Rusty, I believe, who tried to put it off his head and ends up going out of bounds. 23 minutes and now 23 minutes to go. Clock is ticking. Literally and figuratively right now for Liberty as they're down 2-0. Cole Johnson sends it out towards midfield. Liberty comes away with it. Now they'll try to get something going. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back. This is Namey, but a whistle, and it's going to go back in the other direction, in the direction of Liberty.
Well, that whistle really saved Liberty. Coach Braha said one thing they had to do was win the ball out of the air, win the possessions. They haven't done a very good job of doing that tonight.
Ball comes. Are you ready in case a ball comes all the way up into the
I was thinking,
booth?
I think that's what caught me off guard. I was watching. I get distracted. I saw a kid about 4 or 5 make a play out there.
Yeah. Could you make that play?
I could make that play.
Okay, very good.
Now, the defense coming out or the goalkeeper coming out against an attack, I might not make that one, but.
And as long as it's not a shot put coming at you, right?
That is exactly right.
2-0 is our score. There's just under 22 minutes left as Liberty is down, and Liberty really needs to come up with just get that first goal. They got to come up with that first goal, make it a 1-goal game, and maybe they can come up with something late. But as the clock continues to tick, it gets tougher and tougher. And we have seen Cheyenne Mountain move back defenders and try to, if they get it in the Liberty offensive zone, they don't try to start something anymore. They're just kicking it downfield, and that makes it that much tougher because if you're Liberty, you really, once you lose the ball in your offensive zone, you're not going to get the opportunity to get it back.
Well, and Cheyenne Mountain has done a really good job this half, too, of also utilizing the entire field. In the first half, we saw them stay on the left side like we talked about, but this time they've kind of been all over the place, giving Liberty something new to look at on the defensive end.
21 minutes and 10 seconds left, and Cheyenne Mountain is just content to continue to push it out of bounds anytime Liberty tries to put it into their offensive zone. The clock is the Indians' friends at this point. Liberty has it. Cheyenne Mountain had it back for a moment, and now it ends up going out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch of Liberty. Cheyenne Mountain's going to get it, try to send it down the field. This is Namey. Namey just clears it. Johnson on a back pedal, but a offsides call is going to go against Cheyenne Mountain. Liberty gets it back. 20 minutes and 35 seconds left. Ball sent all the way down to the goalkeeper, Higginbotham. Higginbotham punts it out towards midfield. Comes out towards Namey, now on the left side. Tibbet is able to get loose. Check that's Quirk, and Quirk puts it on net, and that's another shot, but it's a good save by Johnson. I'm sure Quirk would have liked to get a little bit more on that or put a different angle on it. Either way, it's a save for Liberty, and Liberty gets it, trying to move into their offensive zone. Here's Ryan Kenyon with it, and again, Kenyon loses it, and we're just going to see, you know what, I'll beg your pardon on that, as Kenyon's able to get it back, and Liberty keeps the offensive possession alive. Kenyon's got it. They pass it over to the left side. That's Sullivan. Check that. That's Klimak, I beg your pardon. Comes back to the left. Now Klimak's going to get on the left sideline. They are trying to work that left side. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back ahead to Namey. He's going to work the right sideline. Namey trying to get around a defender, cannot do so. Liberty gets it back. This is Parker Wells. Wells sends it ahead to Shuey. Shuey has it. Now Shuey passes off. It comes back towards Gonzalez. They're going to clear down in their offensive zone, see if they can get it back. But once Cheyenne Mountain gets a foot on it, they try to get it back out towards midfield, and they do. Now here's a fight for possession, and Quirk goes down, and Quirk may be hurt. He landed very awkwardly on the field, and he lost a shoe at the same time. He's going to have to come off the field at some point, you would think. He is limping significantly right now. That looked like it hurt when he came down. Ball comes back out to Higginbotham. Quirk's trying to stay on the field. Liberty has it. This is Mellinger. Mellinger over to Kenyon. Kenyon has it. Kenyon trying to move forward. Gets back into the Cheyenne Mountain defense. They set it back out in the top. Here is a shot. The shot goes into Higginbotham. He makes the save, and he'll pick it up and try to let his teammates get out of the defensive zone. This is Wegner with it. Wegner passes ahead. How in the world did Quirk recover that quick? My goodness. That's incredible. 17 minutes, 55 seconds to go, and the ball's going to, or whistle's going to be blown, and Liberty's going to get it back.
You know, when you're young, you get up a lot faster.
I guess so. My goodness. 17 minutes, 40 seconds left. Liberty really, really needs a goal and needs it soon. They're down 2-0. Ball's loose. That's Shuey. Shuey had it for a moment. Possession fought for. Ball's up in the air. Liberty had it for a moment. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back. Liberty gets it back. Good job by Liberty to keep this offensive possession alive. Wells had an opportunity on the left side. He loses it. It goes over to Derby. Derby pushes it ahead to Quirk. Now on the left side, it's sent down. Namey in a foot race as he tries to get by Jacob McGuffin, and it ends up going out of bounds.
Well, that was a smart play by McGuffin to just get it out of bounds. Try to take a second to regroup. You see them, each player on each team, lagging a little bit in this point of the game.
Christian Namey will send it in off the sideline and finds one of his teammates, and that's Matt DePepe, and DePepe doesn't get much on it. It's going to go down towards the corner and goes out of bounds. And last touch, Cheyenne Mountain, so Liberty will get it back. This is Cole Johnson who will put his foot into it. 16 and a half minutes left.
I'd like to see Liberty utilize the outside of the field. It seems like every time Ryan Kenyon gets the ball, he's swarmed by 4 Cheyenne Mountain players. If they could stretch the ball out and try to do some crosses.
Shot from Namey goes wide right, and Liberty will get it back. I don't know what Liberty needs to do at this point, because it seems like no matter where they're at, there's 2 or 3 Cheyenne Mountain players there at just about all times. Indians have it in their defensive zone. They'll try to push it forward. It's Chris King out there. It seems like a year ago that King scored that first goal. It came 2 minutes into this. Made it 1-0, and that's the difference right now in a 2-0 contest. Derby passes over to the left side, and Wegner. Wegner has it, dribbles, now passes back over to the right side. Here's a pass for Namey. Namey on the end line, can't possess, and it goes out of bounds, and that will give it back to Liberty with a little bit more than 15 minutes left here in this contest tonight at District 20 Stadium. Johnson sent it back out, but Cheyenne Mountain gets it right back, and they're back into their offensive zone over to DePepe. DePepe puts it on goal. Johnson saves. Now he passes back over to the right side for Kenyon. Kenyon will push it up forward on the right side. Ahead. Here's another pass now. Moving forward is Callaway. Check that Shuey. Shuey centered it out, and it comes back out to the top, and Mellinger. Mellinger had it for a moment, loses it, comes back out to the right side. This is Sullivan who will take possession of it. Sullivan passes down towards the right side, and Shuey with it. Shuey gives it right back to Sullivan on the inline. Centering pass, great opportunity, but they cannot get a solid contact on it. And Cheyenne Mountain, just like that, clears with just over 14 minutes left.
Well, that was a great look by Liberty. They've had some nice looks at the net tonight, just can't seem to get the foot on the ball to get anything to go.
Shuey passes to his teammate Kenyon. Now it comes out to the middle. Kenyon's got it right in front. He's got to get a foot on it. He cannot do so. Ball comes loose, and there is a whistle as Shuey, or check that, I beg your pardon, Kenyon collided with Higginbotham. Let's check this again. And he just spun. He didn't know where the goalkeeper was, and they end up having a collision because he is turned away from Higginbotham, and then all of a sudden Higginbotham's right there. Let's watch one more replay of this, and that's tough.
That is tough. Tough break for Liberty, tough break for Kenyon up there. I'm sure he didn't see Kenyon or Higginbotham when he spun around. Higginbotham sure saw him.
Felt him as well.
That's always the best way to fall, you know, when somebody wraps you around so you fall together and you don't just take the whole brunt yourself.
And you get style points too, right? Just under 13 minutes left. Clock continues to tick. It's not looking great right now for Liberty if they cannot score ASAP. And Cheyenne Mountain continues to pack it in more and more defensively. Higginbotham's going to take his time to put this ball back into play, and we're going to continue to see that. We're at the point now where Cheyenne Mountain can try to start milking the clock a bit. Liberty has it. Pushed ahead for Shuey. Shuey has it in front of him, and a good job defensively by Chris King to come up and steal it away. Liberty still has possession of it, though. It's going to come out to the left side. Cheyenne Mountain gets it. Cheyenne Mountain's just going to look to clear. Unable to do so, Liberty keeps it. Here's the Lancers with it. This is Sullivan. Sullivan has a defender come up right behind him. That's Quirk, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Liberty as they've got some offensive momentum right now. Sending it in will be Shuey. It was sent in, it was lost, and now it's going to come back out of bounds on the sideline. Shuey will send it in once more. Comes on the inline. This is Mellinger. Mellinger with it, gives it right back to Shuey. Now, ball lost. There was a miscommunication. Cheyenne Mountain's going to get it back, but they're just going to send it out of bounds and essentially give it back to Liberty. Now back over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez has it on the right side, looking to maybe pass. He does so. Shuey, right side, almost out of bounds, right back to Gonzalez. Good possession right now for Liberty, but they need to get away from that inline. Ball sent in towards Mellinger, back out to Shuey. Shuey to Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries to speed into it. Continues to be fought for. Quirk has it. Quirk's going to clear it out towards midfield, but Liberty should still be able to control the possession. They do, but they're going to have to go back onto their defensive side of the field. 11:15 to go. 2-0 is our score. Ball's loose. Who's going to get it? Going to be Liberty. For a moment at least. Still holding on to it. This is Wells. Ball comes loose. Gonzalez is going to come out. Gonzalez gets possession for a moment. Now Shuey has it go off of his foot, and it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to keep it with Liberty. Thought that might go Cheyenne Mountain's way. Either way, Lancers keep possession. This is Gonzalez with it right on the sideline. Gonzalez, good dribble, trying to get around defender, trying to create some space. Unable to do so. Derby comes up, picks it up, and Cheyenne Mountain is just going to kick it down the field. They're okay having it go out of bounds, and now Cheyenne Mountain can try to reset defensively.
Well, Liberty and their miscommunication is what is hurting them up here in this corner of the field. Nobody's really talking. Nobody knows where the pass is going, and the second they hesitate is when Cheyenne Mountain can steal the ball away.
10 minutes and 20 seconds left. Pushed ahead to White. White has it, and now he's taken down in a whistle. And Cheyenne Mountain, I believe, is going to keep possession of this. White down on the field. He's taking a look at his knee.
A very clean ball game that we've seen tonight.
Soccer can get chippy, and I don't feel like this has gotten that chippy today. And here's the replay. Let's see. Yeah, he was in a Liberty sandwich as the middle guy, and that's never a good thing. 2-0, pushed ahead. Higginbotham comes out, and he plays it and sends it out of bounds. Another ball coming in the stands. Kara's ready.
I'm ready.
9 minutes, 35 seconds left. 2-0 our score. all alone over there is Andrew Beers, around 3 or 4 Cheyenne Mountain players, and somehow Beers still has it, but a whistle. And that's you know what? That's a tough call. And one of the captains, Tyler Mellinger, just puts his hands out to his side. When you're Beers and you've got 4 Cheyenne Mountain players around you, and you're just fighting for the ball, it's tough to have that whistle go against you.
Well, Kenyon, talking to the referee a little bit, you almost wonder what they're saying to each other down there.
And good officials communicate with the players on the field, and that looked like a case of good communication. Less than 9 minutes left. Liberty has yet to score a goal. And now Cheyenne Mountain pushing it forward. That's White, and White gets cut off. Again, for Liberty, if they don't score a goal in this contest, that will be 8 consecutive goals scored against them without them scoring a goal, because they took that 2-0 lead against Gateway. Before that being a tie at 2-2, they lose 4-0 to Adams City, and now 2-0 here. 8 consecutive goals scored against you without you scoring a goal. Not the direction you want to be going.
No, but remember, it's still early in the season. This Liberty team is made up of 5 seniors, 11 juniors, 5 freshmen. So as long, I think, as they start working together, get that communication going, that's when they're going to start to see things working out really well for them.
Corner kick now, as Sean Derby will be the one to initiate it from the corner for Cheyenne Mountain. No goals have scored on corner kicks tonight. Derby's taking his time. At one point he was pulling up his socks. So right now Cheyenne Mountain's milking as much time as they possibly can. Official finally says that everybody is set. The corner comes right in front of the net, and Johnson's there to grab that soccer ball away. 8 minutes to go. Liberty has it. Pass comes up the right side to Shuey. Shuey gets to it, on sides, still has it, has some space, didn't know he had so much space. Now ball's lost, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to keep it with Liberty. Jumping in, Sullivan. Sullivan gives it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez fakes a shot, now moves towards the sideline, loses it. And once again, Cheyenne Mountain, the moment they can get anything on it, they're just going to send it out as far away from the goal as they can. Namey with it on the left side. Namey, if he can keep this in bounds, he's got an opportunity. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Liberty with 7.5 minutes left.
Well, he looked down, didn't know how much room he has. Do you ever think that has to do with the lines on the field? Playing with football field lines compared to soccer field lines, you look down, you see a line, you wonder, is it ours? Is it football?
No, I think that happens a lot, where you're confused with where you're at on the field based off which line is yours and which is not. 2-0 our score right now, 7:11 left here in the contest. The ball's going to go out. There's an argument on who touched it last, and the official is going to give it to Liberty, so the Lancers have it. They'll clear it down towards their offensive zone. Beers couldn't handle it. Now there's a foot race between he and Tibbet, excuse me. Beers has it. Left side, he's got room. He's looking to pass. He should have just attacked. Now they shot from the left side, and it goes wide left. I would have loved to have seen Beers just go right at the net. The space is so fragile in soccer because it doesn't last very long. All of a sudden you've got a defender against you. When you've got a little bit of space, you got to take advantage of it. 6.5 to go. Not a bad crowd, and looks to be getting a little chilly out there as we go along through the evening. See a few more jackets being put on. It is fall in Colorado. It's going to be 90 tomorrow, and it might get down to the 50s at night. 6 minutes and 5 seconds left. Pass comes over to the right side. Liberty just trying to save the possession. They do so. Here's a big opportunity for Kenyon, but he could not keep possession of it. It goes out of bounds with under 6 minutes left.
Great ball handling skills by Kenyon on that move through the 2 defenders. Just tapped it a little too hard out of bounds. If not, he might have had something going.
Here's another big opportunity, a corner. Parker Wells is going to be the one to start it for Liberty. Comes out in front of the net. Oh, my gosh, a header off Ryan Kenyon, and somehow, some way, Higginbotham made the save. That might be the play of the night. Oh, my gosh. It's a great play.
That was amazing.
Now, there is another Cheyenne Mountain player right there, so he may have been there to stop it, but either way, that's a heck of a play by Liberty to by Cheyenne Mountain to prevent a Liberty goal. I beg your pardon. Johnson has it. He pushes it forward for Liberty. Just over 5 minutes left. It is looking bleak for the Lancers. Mellinger had it for a moment. Liberty gets it back, and Cheyenne Mountain will let them play in their defensive zone all day if they want. Liberty's got to attack. They're going to try the right side as they've done so much of. The pass was a little bit off, and Wegner came up with it. Now this is Namey back to Derby. Derby passes ahead. King had it. The pass goes back to the right side, and centering pass comes out in front, but Liberty's able to put it away. Liberty gets it back. The pass comes over on the right side, deflected away by Wegner. Wegner's got it. 2-0 our score. Ball's going to end up going out of bounds down there on the sideline. Mellinger was the closest Liberty player. It goes off of Cheyenne Mountain. Ahead to King. King loses it. They're just playing over there on that sideline, and finally the Indians come away with it. Less than 4 minutes left. Cheyenne Mountain's just going to sit on this lead as much as they can. Derby has it. Derby's going to send it back. Liberty's got to push and try to get possession back, because I don't think Cheyenne Mountain, unless they've got a great opportunity, they're not especially going to try to score a goal at this point. They're just going to try to keep it in their zone. Liberty does come up with it with 3.5 minutes to go. Pass comes out towards the top, but Ben Webster is there for Cheyenne Mountain. Ball's loose, out towards midfield, comes over to the left side. Liberty gets it. Sullivan has it on the sideline. Sullivan to Kenyon. Now this is Gonzalez. Gonzalez sends it down left side. Down there is a Shuey for Liberty. He's now on the left side. He's got some space. He's going to put a shot on goal, and it's going to go wide right with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. 2-0. So at this point, the question is, can Liberty get a late goal to avoid the shutout and avoid being shut out for the second consecutive match?
Well, great defensive effort by Cheyenne Mountain. Up 2-0 with under 3 minutes to play, and they're still hustling for that ball, not letting Liberty take very many shots.
2:20 left. Cheyenne Mountain leads. Now a behind-the-back pass comes up towards Beers. Beers tried to get a shot off, could not do so. It goes out of bounds, and Cheyenne Mountain will get it back. And at this point, they've only got to kill about 120 seconds.
Well, we have to give a lot of credit to Higginbotham in this shutout so far. I mean, that goal attempt on the corner kick, he really played very stellar tonight.
Minute 50. Cheyenne Mountain has it. You can kind of tell in the body language from Liberty at this point they know that this one's been decided. Indians have it, pushing it ahead towards King. Now this is Namey. Namey's a guy you like to have in situations like these because he can keep a possession going so much longer. Now he gets pushed down. He's holding his knee. Hopefully he is okay. He is down on the ground. That is not a player that Cheyenne Mountain wants to lose. Namey is still on the ground. He is writhing in pain, and it's the Liberty players who are now alerting the officials of what's going on. Great sportsmanship right now from Liberty. Alex Slater goes over to give a hand to see if he can stand up. And
looks like Namey hit the inside of his knee on another kneecap.
Ooh. Ooh. That looked painful. Good job on the replay. So the clock is stopped at 1 minute and 11 seconds as there is a injury timeout. We will go ahead and take a moment and take a quick break, come back and have the final 71 seconds of this one. We'll do that next right here on 20 TV.
One part excellence, one part inspiration, one part preparation for outstanding education. take flight.
2-0 our score. Cheyenne Mountain lead to Liberty. Just a minute and 11 left. Christian Namey being helped off right now by the training staff for Cheyenne Mountain. Matt Pauley, Kara Hammer with you. And Christian Namey's a really good player for Cheyenne Mountain. All you can do is hope that it's just some sort of bruise, contusion, whatever it might be, and that he's good to go later on.
Well, he's a senior captain on the Cheyenne Mountain team, so you hope for a quick recovery. We hope it's nothing too serious.
Just a minute left as Higginbotham has it for Cheyenne Mountain. And this one is all but decided. Liberty had it for a moment. Cheyenne Mountain gets it back, and King pushes it forward. Comes back to Alvarez, now over to Derby. Liberty trying to get possession of it. They can't even do that right now. 30 seconds left. This is Devin Mattingly for Cheyenne Mountain. First time we've called his name today. 24 seconds left. 2-0. Cheyenne Mountain with it. Pushed ahead to Wegner. Wegner's got it. Just trying to possess it. 8 seconds left, and 2-0 is how this game is going to end up finishing. 2-0. There's the final buzzer. Cheyenne Mountain gets the win over Liberty. For Cheyenne Mountain, they get their first win to even up their record at 1-1. Liberty loses, and they drop to 0-2-1. We will take a quick break. We will come back, and we'll go over some post-game numbers. Cheyenne Mountain gets the win over Liberty. We're back in just a moment here on 20 TV. Two to nothing ends up being the final score from District 20 Stadium. Cheyenne Mountain gets the win. Matt Pauley, Kara Hammer back with you. Let's look at some of the highlights from the second half. And first and foremost, a save made and just a good defensive play. Then here's the goal that ends up being scored by Luke White. That made it 2-0. And another save as Higginbotham comes out and makes the play. And I know you've got some numbers. The goals tonight, Chris King scores a goal, his first of the year for Cheyenne Mountain. Luke White scores a goal, his first of the year. And Higginbotham comes up with his first shutout of the year.
Well, we're going to go very unofficial on these stats, but Cheyenne Mountain taking 17 shots against the net. Liberty taking 8. We saw that when one team was attacking, they kept possession of the ball until kind of the other team came and could take over. It really wasn't a back and forth type of game. Cheyenne Mountain clearly winning the possessions of the balls out of the air, on the ground, kind of leading this game.
We're going to have another broadcast coming up on Thursday night. We've got a double 20 TV broadcast this week.
We have a huge rivalry game coming up. Cheyenne Mountain taking on Air Academy. Like we said last season, Air Academy 0-10, getting their first win on Friday night, snapping that 10-game losing streak. Cheyenne Mountain 2013 1-9, but the rivalry is back. It's going to be a good broadcast that kicks off at 7 p.m.
Yeah, we're certainly looking forward to it. By the way, if you'd like to order a copy of this broadcast tonight, you can do so by emailing us 20tv at asd20.org or by giving us a call at 719-234-1780. Also, multiple ways for you to get connected with us via social media. You see our Facebook page, Twitter page, YouTube page, highlights and complete game broadcast available at YouTube. And you can we had that schedule up a moment ago. You can always see that schedule at our website, asd20.org/20TV Sports. That is going to do it tonight. Cheyenne Mountain gets the win over Liberty 2-0 for Kara Hammer and our entire 20 TV crew. I'm Matt Pauley saying good night. We will talk to you again very soon right here on 20 TV.